Welcome to my channel. So today we're going to talk about an unemployment crisis and my job market predictions being revealed today during this video. And so the first thing I want to get out the way, because I already know that the comments are ready, um, is that are we truly in an unemployment crisis? Well, based on the data, based on the numbers, you would see right around by the time of making this video, around 3.7% unemployment. Now, is that historically low? No. But is that historically high? No. Is it closer to the historic lows? Yes. So a lot of people would tell you that it is so much easier than before to find a job. But that is farther from the truth. In fact, so many people are now scared of leaving their employer. They're scared to leave where they're employed because they don't really see a good outlook. Maybe you've applied for a job recently and you see that there's no one hiring. Maybe you see that people are getting laid off left and right. Google just laying off 19,000 workers. A lot of the tech sector is laying off several key workers and contributors to their success. So what does that really mean? That just means that other companies are able to get this high talent, but at a reduced cost, right? Because now you're not paying they're not getting paid the same. Maybe they're getting paid less, and it's not keeping up with the rate of inflation. So you're getting paid less than what inflation is growing up by. And inflation is getting under control. It's under 4%. But are you getting a 4% raise every single year? Are you getting a 5% raise every single year? Or is it less than that? Right? So these are the things that we want to understand. These are the things that we want to know right now in the job market. So before, back in 2020, 2021, even 2022, you were able to go out there, apply for a job, and you would have a job the next day. In fact, some people were working 2 jobs from home, getting twice the income. In fact, some people were working 1 job and pretending to work the other job and getting 2 incomes. This is insane, and this is no longer the case. Metrics are much higher. Goals and standards must be met. People cannot just work 2 jobs without focusing on the other, right? Now there is a standard put in place. There are more goals that need to be met. And so the pressure is definitely on. You can see, you can feel the pressure, right? You know it's there. And so although unemployment is still considered low, we are now in a more pressurized society where the employer holds more of the cards. The employer also doesn't want to lose their employees, right? They want skillful laborers, people who already know their job, people who are already hitting expectations and meeting their goals and meeting the metrics set forth by the company. However, they're not shy to replace, knowing that there are more prominent and promising candidates out there that are willing to do the job at a great rate and at a great efficiency and willing to meet the goals set forth by the company. And so this puts us in a position to where we're now either beholden to the job or increasing our skills, increasing our productivity in order to keep a job during this time. And so with that being said, the job market, I expect, will get worse. What do I mean by that? I do expect the job market to get worse because there are going to be people who just fall short of the metrics, who just fall short of the goals that are being set by the company. Companies are also going to change standards, increase standards, and do other things in order to kind of weed out those who are unable to meet their requirements. Like I said, employers have a little bit more power. With that being said, what is going to happen? There are going to be more people in the labor force who are actually skilled at various things and various jobs who are now out there. I'm talking about vice presidents. I'm talking about managers. I'm talking about team leaders. I'm talking about even skilled associates who have 10, 15, 20 years of experience. All of these things will work in their favor in order to get a job Whereas someone who is less skilled with less experience may not be able to articulate themselves in a way to get a nice paying job or even a job that paid the same as what they were making before. And so this is really going to impact those who do not have a lot of experience, who do not have a diverse skill set in order to apply for multiple different occupations and get something right now. This is going to rely on unemployment, severance packages, and lump sum payments as well in order to get by, feed their family, and do the things that they need to do, right, as human beings and as adults. So I do expect the job market to get worse, but what you're probably looking for is a prediction on the percentages. So I'll give you that too. I expect if we're at 3.7% unemployment right now, I expect to be somewhere around 4.8% unemployment. What does that mean? That means we're not going to be quite at 5% by August of 2024, but we're going to be somewhere around that 5% range. And the reason for that is as they start to weed out some of the bad fruit, they'll hire some good fruit. And over the time, you'll see that there's really not too much movement to be made. There's not a lot of people who are going to leave their employers to get paid the same, if not less. And so there's going to be a little bit of stagnation on both sides. And that is not going to rise above 4.8. I actually see 4.8 being the worst of the worst. And we might easily get to 4.2 being like the average, being where it settles at. So from 4.2 to 4.8 is really where I see unemployment going. And then for those who are still working on their skills, they can either go into get a deeper education or a deeper understanding of a trade, or they can take a job that pays less for now until they're ready to get more from their, employers. So with that being said, that is my prediction on the housing, on the job market, and that's where I see the job market going for the foreseeable future for the next 6 months. So if you have any questions, please make sure to respond down below. Make sure you like and subscribe to the channel, and I will see you on the next one. Peace.